Hey, hello everybody. How are we all doing today? I just wanted to do a little 10-minute challenge, so I programmed my thingamajig right here to do a 10-minute art challenge. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and leave a comment and all that good stuff to feed the algorithm so that Peter Thiel and all those rich people have some more money. That'd be great. So here, I'm going to press the clock. Here we go. La 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 la. The 10-minute challenge. I've seen some other artists do some pretty impressive stuff. I'll see what I can pull off here. You know, I was watching the news earlier, and it was talking about there being a hole in the sun 60 times bigger than the planet Earth. 60 times bigger. You got me thinking, who cares? You know, like when that kind of shit happens, I stop caring. You know, what's it gonna do? What am I gonna do about it? Nobody can build a bunker out of that, not even old Peter Thiel we were just talking about there, you know? And why do they tell us that kind of stuff? I think it's just to nerve-wrack everybody, just to get everybody in a hustle to think, oh God, the sun's going to explode, and what are we going to do? I haven't even spoke to my daughter or my son or my mom or dad or whatever in the last couple of years. I'm a bad parent, you know? And it just, I don't know why they do it. And it's, well, I mean, I know why they do it. They do it just to rile everybody up. That's the only reason. I mean, what other reason could there be behind it besides that, you know, a hole 60 times bigger than, it's just like, come on. What are people supposed to do about that? Nothing. That's the whole idea. You're not supposed to do anything about it. You're supposed to worry about it, you know? And if you worry about it, that sells newspapers. See what I'm saying? Or it gets clicks, I suppose, in this day and age would be more appropriate. It would get clicks, get views. Channels would prop up because of it. So, gotta watch out for that stuff. In my opinion, at least. I could be totally wrong. Crazier things have happened. So yeah, I'm just doing one of these little time limit art challenges. You know, some of them are 5 seconds long, you know, and it's like, okay. Some of them are a few minutes long, some of them are, you know, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. So I figured why not one long enough to make it worthwhile. Chat it up a little bit and then call it good. So that's what I'm doing. You know, I was watching some good old Star Trek Deep Space Nine the other day. That's such a good show. You know, they haven't remastered that yet. That pisses me off. People that do things like that. Remaster Star Trek DS9, please. For all of us Star Trek DS9 lovers. We need it to be like that. We need it to be remastered. Even Star Trek TNG and all the rest of them, they got remastered. Seems only fair that the best one gets remastered too. I know a lot of people might not think that. They go, oh, the best one, that's the first one, of course. And it's cool if that's what you like. I'm a fan of Deep Space Nine, always was, and always will be. It was the grittiest Star Trek, you know, in my opinion at least. Had the best characters, had the best plots going on. And it's like, you know, I'm sure there's a fair amount of nostalgia there because I did grow up watching that, Voyager and TNG, you know, back in the 90s heyday, when they were big back in the day, you know. But I'm sure that doesn't have anything to do with it, right? I guess you never know. I do miss it though. Nothing against the new stuff. I know some people like it. It didn't sing to me at all. It didn't seem like it was Star Trek in my opinion. In my very unqualified opinion. It just didn't hit the same way. There was too much, just everything was too shiny and I don't know. I just didn't like it. Nothing against it. Not like the new Star Wars. Those weren't super bad. Some people didn't like them, you know. Some people thought they were, you know, woke. And, I don't know. So sick of all that BS, too. The culture war. It's like, somebody went already. It gets old. Some people made a lot of money off of that, though, when you go on YouTube and you see all the people out there that, you know, all the people that I watched back in the day that were like, oh, the new Star Wars is all woke crap and all the new Picard, and it wasn't great, you know, but it wasn't super horrible. So, I don't know. That's all. 5 minutes. Sorry, I had to wake up my phone again there before it crappered out on me. So yeah, I guess just keep your own company when it comes to certain things, and that way you're not, you know, limiting yourself to stuff, especially over ideology. Ideology can be an interesting thing because it's very personal. You don't know how people are going to be and how they're going to react and how they'll tell you something is based on what they think of it, you know. Got a little mailbox in the corner here. Put some papers and stuff in there. Yeah, I started a Kick channel because I think I'm going to start doing some streaming art, you know, kind of art and talk, art and ramble, monologue, you know, talking about whatever's going on in the world that I feel like talking about, I guess. Maybe part of the culture war, who knows. But just sit there and talk and draw some stuff and BS with the chat, you know, I guess, and see where we go with that. But it'd be nice. Be nice to be doing some art stuff, you know. I went to art school, I've been drawing my whole life. And it'd be nice to do something with it, and it'd be nice to make a couple bucks, you know. So, we'll see what happens. Hope and pray for me, I guess, people. So we got our little place here, and we still got a bunch of stuff. What else can we do here? What else should we put? We'll put some flower beds right here. Big flower bed. With some bushes going on. Yeah, it'd be cool. I'm gonna go on that. I've never live streamed before. My stupid old self thought that you could just, you know, get the app, hop on there, and go live. I didn't know you had to get all these other things. Streamer Lab or whatever it's called. See, I don't even know. I didn't know you had to do all this other stuff, you know. So, figuring that out, and I'll be doing my trial run, maybe even tonight. We'll see. On TFG Concepts. Just in case you're wondering. And put the little beds underneath the old-timey, you know, back in the desert they would have like the little like bird bed things, almost like in front of the little ledges in front of the windows. Yep, and that'd be cool. Go live, fart around, do something with the art. That'd be very cool. That'd be a privilege. Funny stuff, yeah. Whole bigger than the Earth by 60 times. Be worried about it. It's just like, why? Why should people worry about something like that? You know, that's what a lot of the news is. It's just hurry up and worry about this crazy thing, or we're gonna get nuked tomorrow, you know? It's just like, come on now. We're gonna get nuked tomorrow by Russia or whoever, and it's just like, come on. Really? Because they haven't done it yet. Why haven't they done it yet? That's weird. But, what do you do? Minute 14, for those who can't see the stop clock thing here. I went with the 10-minute challenge just so I could actually draw something halfway decent. Got a little cacti in here, and yeah, check out my channel, everybody. Check out the videos and the shorts and stuff. I post pretty much every day. Try to do something, you know. I post long form stuff, and you know, a little bit here and a little bit there. Nothing too crazy, but I try to post every day, a short at least, you know. A couple aliens in there, and a couple little fins. And the aliens are checking out the house. Of course, you gotta protect your work, sign it, date it. 16 seconds left. I guess I can put some dots in the house just for a little extra detail. 6, 5, 4, 3. Oop. Alright, how do you turn this damn thing off? Alright. Well, that's what I got for you. I used 2 pins. I used this King's Art 0.2 and this Japanese one I can't pronounce because I don't speak any of that. It's this one right here. Nice pin. And that's what I got for you. This little hut right here that I just drew in 10 minutes. And I was rambling and stuff too. I could probably draw a little bit better if I wasn't talking and all, but it's called art and talk. So thanks a lot, everybody, for swinging by.